Hello, my dear friends. Santosh here. How are you all? I hope you all are good and healthy. Okay, friends, today we discuss Buddhism origin, tenets of Buddhism, four noble truths, and eightfold paths. Okay, Buddhism origin. Buddhism started in India over uh, 2600 years ago as way of life that had a potential of transforming a person. It is one of the important religion of South and Southeastern Asian countries. The religion is based upon the teaching life experience of its founder Siddhartha Gautam, born in Sirkha 563 BCE. He was born into a royal family of Shakya clan who ruled from Kapilavastu in Lumbini, which is situated near the Indo-Nepal border. At the age of 29, Gautama left home and rejected his life of riches and embraced a lifestyle of asceticism or extreme self-discipline. After 49 consecutive days of meditation, Gautam attained Bodhi. Bodhi means enlightenment under a peepal tree at Bodh Gaya village in Bihar. Buddha gave his first sermon in the village of Sarnath near the city of Benares in UP. This event is known as Dharma Chakra Parivartana, turning of the wheel of law. He died at the age of 80 in 483 BCE at a place called Kushinara, a town in UP. The event is known as Mahaparinibban. Okay, friends, now we discuss in simple words. Okay. Gautam Buddha and Buddhism. Gautam Buddha or Siddhartha was a contemporary of Mahavira. According to tradition, he was born in 563 BC in a Kshatriya family in Lumbini in Nepal near Kapilvastu, which is identified with the Piprawa in Basti district and close to the foothills of Nepal. Gautama's father seemed to have been the elected ruler of Kapilvastu and headed the Republican clan of the Shakyas. His mother was a princess from the Koshalan dynasty. Thus, like a Mahavira, Gautam also belonged to a noble family born in republic. He also inherited some agrarian sentiments. Since his early childhood, Gautama showed a meditative bent of mind. He was married early, but married life has not. He was not interested him. He was moved by the misery which people suffered in the world and looked for a solution. At the age of 29, like Mahavira again, he left home. He kept on wandering for about 7 years and then attained knowledge at the age of 35 at Bodh Gaya under a peepal tree. From this time onwards, he began to be called the Buddha or the Enlightened. Gautam Buddha delivered his first sermons at Sarnath in Banaras. He undertook a long journey and took his message far and wide. He had a very strong physician which enabled him to walk 20 to 30 kilometers a day. He kept on wandering, preaching and meditating continuously for 40 years, resting only in the rainy season every year. During this time period, he encountered many stanch supporters of rival sects, including the Brahmins, but defeated them in debates. His missionary activity, friends, his activities did not discriminate between the rich and the poor, and the higher and the lower people. And the man had women. Gautam Buddha passed away at the age of 80 in 483 BC at the place called Kushinagara, identically with the village called Kashia in the district of Deori in the eastern Uttar Pradesh. Tenets of Buddhism. Buddha asked his follower to avoid the two extreme indulgence in the worldly pleasure and the practice of strict abstinences and asceticism. Second point, he ascribed instead the Madhyam Marg or the middle path, which was to be followed. Third point, according to him, everyone was responsible for their own happiness in life, stressing upon the individualistic components of Buddhism, according to Buddha. And fourth point, the main teaching of Buddhism are encapsulated in the basic concept of Four Noble Truths or Arya Sachani and Eightfold Path or a Ashtanga Marg. Four Noble Truths. Okay, first one, suffering means dukha. Dukh is the essence of the world. Second point, every suffering has a cause of samudaya. Next point, suffering could be extinguished in nirodha. Next point, fourth one, it can be achieved by following Atanga Marga. It means it's a eightfold path. Okay, now we discuss eightfold paths. The paths consist of various interconnected activities related to knowledge, conduct, and meditative practices. Okay, first one, right view. Second point, right intention. Have a positive intention means thoughts are pure and positive. Third point, right speech. How we communication with each other with the speech. Okay. Next point, right action. How do we work? How do we behave? Okay. And fifth one, right livelihood. Sixth point, right mindfulness. Seventh point, right effort. And last one, right concentration. Okay, friends. Second part we continue in our next video. Thank you very much for watching my video. Okay, see you again in my next video. Okay, bye bye friends.